Welcome to this special 4-part mini-series celebrating the Novus Book Launch, Nutrition and Production Strategies for Today's Sows. This series features exclusive conversations recorded live in Omaha, Nebraska, highlighting the expert behind Novus's newest industry resource. Building on the foundation of nutrition of hyperliphic sows, this new volume continues Novus's international commitment to advancing education, science, and collaboration in animal nutrition. Each episode explores a key topic sharing the future of sow production, from nutrition and reproduction to longevity, livability, and health. Across these interviews, you will hear from respected global leaders who have dedicated their careers to helping producers and nutritionists raise healthier, more resilient sows. Let's begin this journey of innovation, insight, and impact together.
Certainly, we think about sow nutrition. When I would have started in the industry, which was about that long ago, we were really focused on just lysine, right? Let's just figure out what she needs in terms of lysine and lactation, and maybe figure out what her feed intake program should look like. And so now today we look at these sows who have enormous feed consumption, who have great total borns, and they're milking a large number of piglets. And I think we've come a long way. Certainly today we can see our sows don't necessarily always lose weight, which 25 years ago we assumed they would always lose weight. But I would still challenge us that we don't maybe know enough quite yet in gestation how to take care of that sow as we're getting her ready to go into that lactation period. Yeah, that's a great question. I think we really have to go back, some of the tried and true equations of when we think about protein that, Noble and others have put together with protein and energy. Those don't change, and they haven't changed even as we have changed our sow. And so there are pieces of our evidence-based nutrition that has to stay first and forefront in our conversations. But when we think about the technology, and I go right to feeding systems and those types of things in our barns. How do we engage that to address this need of the sow? And one of the challenges I think we still have is we don't fully know how amino acid requirements transition throughout lactation. We have an idea, but we maybe don't fully understand how that is moving. And so I think once we understand that, using that more modern technology of feeding the animal at the day of, and those requirements will help evolve her. Yeah, that's always a challenge, whether it's in gestation or lactation. You have to have people that are willing to understand the technology, spend time with it if it needs repairs, and really figure out how to best use it. I look for that technology to continue to help our animal caretakers recognize when animals are off feed, to be able to recognize when animals aren't getting up appropriately, so even just approaching the feeder, let alone quantity of feed that they're eating. But then we can, of course, move into more of the advanced pieces of timing those growth needs or those lysine needs at a more appropriate time point based on mammary function and need. But initially, I really just want to see precision technology covering the basics that help alleviate some of the day-to-day burden that our animal caretakers have of just going around and managing the animals. I think that's a real challenge for us. There's a lot of different points in the sow's lifetime that we could have potential impact on her livability. And it starts all the way back while she's still suckling on her mom, and potentially even before she is ever even conceived when we think about oocyte development and some of the process that occurs there. So I think we as nutritionists have to pause and think of some key moments and go, where can I make the biggest influence? right? I was just reading some information from Chantel Farmer and going back to the different 3 stages of mammary development and saying, okay, well, between day 90 and puberty, there's a potential of changing mammary development by 45%. And then stage 2, there's another opportunity. And then at farrowing, there's another. And so as we think about nutrition and we think about longevity and functionality, we have to pause and really map out where those key points are and make sure we're meeting her where she needs.